What is happening? Welcome back to another episode here on Ocean State Aquatics TV. If you're not already, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button, like, or send us a comment. Let us know how your day is going. But anyway, I'm your host, Freshwater Joe, and today we're going to be specifically talking about Fritz trace elements. Here's another part of the FritzZyme line of aquarium products. Are you having trouble cycling your new aquarium, and this is your first one? Chances are your city water is lacking vital elements to the nitrification process, in which we would call trace elements. Today we're going to be talking about FritzZyme Trace and why it's important to help you finish the cycle of your new aquarium. So you may be wondering, well, exactly what are trace elements? Well, specifically with the FritzZyme Trace, these elements consist of, but are limited to, calcium, iron, magnesium, sodium, manganese, boron, copper, cobalt, nickel, and zinc. These are all vital chemicals that are required by all walks of life in your aquarium, including the most important part, like I mentioned earlier in the video, is your nitrifying bacteria. Without all of these trace elements in your aquarium, nitrification just does not happen. It is extremely important that you are making sure that you have these vital elements in your aquaria, whether you are going as far as using RODI water and then remineralizing entirely with a product like this from Fritz, or if you get a ICP test done on your water from your town, you know exactly what is in it and what is missing, and if it is important or even necessary to be adding in some trace elements. In most cases, most town water, if your water comes out soft, you are lacking a lot of these trace elements. If your water comes out relatively hard, as far as general hardness goes, then you are usually pretty good. It all has to be tested, and you have to give it a shot, I guess. Or send an ICP test out before you dive into the aquarium hobby. If you are watching this video and you're thinking about purchasing an aquarium, get to know your town's water and see what you're working with beforehand and decide if you have to make any adjustments or, quite frankly, if you want to move because the water is just that bad. Fritz gives you some specific instructions or directions on the back of their bottle here that specifically state that 1 cap or 5 milliliters of their trace elements is appropriate to remineralize 10 gallons of RO water. So if you're not using RO water and you are using your town water and you have some content of minerals, maybe try a half dose first. This is not the Bible when it comes to exactly dosing, but like I mentioned earlier, make sure you are in tune with your water supply, you know exactly what is there, and then you can dose accordingly. In some cases, certain trace elements like copper, if they exceed a certain ppm in your aquarium water, they can be used as antiparasitic, like most medications. But if you have a planted aquarium, you don't want that getting too high. So definitely, like I mentioned before, it is important to know your water chemistry. That is all I have for you folks today on Fritz Trace. Make sure your ray fin friends are getting exactly what they need to grow, and make sure you're feeding your bacteria, because at the end of the day, we're all keeping aquariums of exquisite bacteria, and the fish are the food. Food for thought. Keep it fresh, baby.